Hello everyone, my name is Milton Salinas from Ignis, a heavy power metal band from Bogota, Colombia, which is formed by Mayra Gomez on vocals, Edgar Barrera on bass guitar, Fernando Osorio on drums, and myself on the guitar. Aura Ignis translates spirit of fire. That inner fire that gives us the energy to always go further, overcoming any obstacle in our lives. Is like the inner strength of the human being. That is our Ignis. Marcando tu Destino is the second album of the band. In this album, we present a new lineup, a new singer, Mayra Gomez. It is an album that I started working and writing about 5 or 6 years ago. And then after having initial demos, we started working in the band on each song, working on the arrangements and developing each song for quite some time to make sure that the result was satisfactory for the entire band, and now we are happy with the result. The entire album was recorded in Bogota. All the instruments were recorded on my own studio, Dante Records. All vocals were recorded at Epic Lion Records, and the album was mixed and mastered by Jose Fernando III at JFT Producciones in Spain. The cover art was designed by Felipe Machado Franco, a very talented designer, well known for working with great bands like Gamma Ray, like Blind Guardian, Rhapsody of Fire, Lords of Black, many other bands. The lyrics of the album talks about the power that all of us have to decide the path we want to take. We decide what we want for our future, and we must know that no one can tell us what we should to do or not to do with our lives. We are free to choose that future we want, and that we can work to fulfill our dreams. That is the meaning behind the lyrics of this album. The cover art was designed by Felipe Machado and portrays how a character having many options can choose which path to take. The cover shows different worlds he has to access to, and is deciding where he wants to go. Felipe portrays an abstract concept of the free will, that we have to choose where to go and what we want to do with our future, showing different planets that the character can choose for his destiny. Besides being a musician, I am a civil engineer. I work as a structural engineer, designing structures for houses, for buildings, bridges, and many other types of structures. Well, in the early of 90s, the first rock music I heard was hard rock when I was 10 or 11 years old. Listening to Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses, and after that I listened Peace of Mind by Iron Maiden, and Ride Lightning by Metallica, and my whole perspective of music changed. And there came many other bands like Halloween, Stratovarius, Symphony X, and many others, listening even other metal styles like death metal, thrash metal, black metal. From there I was in love on metal music. At that time there was no Spotify or YouTube like today, and all the music we listening to us from the cassettes with our friends and to knowing new bands. That was the way that I discovered my love for metal music. I think that in Colombia the main obstacle for the metal musicians is that there are no labels in the country that offer for a contract to the bands for distribution and promotion of their music. This makes the distribution work very difficult for the bands. The metal musicians must pay for the manufacturing and distribution of their own music. Obviously, today all the options offered by digital platforms have become very relevant, but the compensation in terms of money for each artist is almost insignificant. For example, our Ignis doesn't have a contract with a record label, and we are the ones who pay for the manufacturing, the distribution, even the recording of our music. Our music obviously is available on all the digital platforms because today it is the only way to reach as many people as possible so that they know our music. This is the way we have to make our Ignis known in the metal music business. Well, I would like to be able to collaborate with Juarez, for example. I think he's a great musician and artist from Colombia. Well, I think that the great evolution of metal music is associated with the advance of technology and the possibility that we can all have access to it. And that has good things and bad things. Among the good things is that the many bands have been able to record his own music, his own albums. Thanks to technology, it is possible because the cost of this process are lower and that bands have the possibility of distributing their own music. The bad thing is that few labels, record labels, are interested in signing new bands. All the resources are limited, and today is very difficult for the new bands and new musicians, metal musicians, to make a living from the metal music. Rapid fire section. Okay. Guitar shredding or drum blast beats? I must say guitar shredding. Sorry, I am a guitar player. Memorable concert that you have attended. A memorable concert will be Iron Maiden. First visit to Colombia in February 2008. That was an insane concert. Mosh pit or crowd surfing? I must say that mosh pit. 12 a.m. studio session or 6 a.m. rehearsal? Difficult question. 6 a.m. Rehearsal. What is your guilty pleasure song? My guilty pleasure song is La Camisa Negra by Juanes. A great song. Well, at this moment we are promoting our new album. We have a couple of concerts confirmed in the coming months, and we want to be part of several festivals in Colombia. Also, I want to start writing in a new album, the new album, because I don't want too much time to pass for another release. That's the plans. Okay. Thank you very much to Antichrist Magazine for the invitation. Don't forget follow us in our social networks and listen in our new album Marcando tu Destino on all digital platforms. Goodbye.